give false information or sanction false information for the American public.
Oh, that must have been hard working under Trump.
It was interesting as you described this relationship with Donald Trump that, you're both New Yorkers and he kind of liked you for that. You kind of had this background. And you write that after you would be in these COVID briefings when you were both there, that he would sometimes pull you into a side room afterwards to talk about what?
There were a couple of things. I mean, he, a very complicated figure. We had a very
complicated
relationship.
Nazi.
Was very correct.
Call him what he is, or you don't really have a lot of credibility.
As kind of a fellow New Yorker, but he always felt that he wanted to maintain a good relationship with me, and even, when he would come in and start saying, "Why are you saying these things? You got to be more positive. You got to be more positive," and he would get angry with me. But then at the end of it, he would always say,
he wants more
"We're okay,
positive
aren't we? We're good. Things are okay," because he didn't want to leave the conversation thinking that we were at odds with each other, even though many in his staff at the time were overtly at odds.
And he wanted to use you for purposes that are at odds with health,
like Peter Navarro and others. So it was a complicated issue. There were times when you think he was very favorably disposed, and then he would get angry at some of the things that I was saying, even though they were absolutely
the truth made him angry?
The
truth made him angry because he was trying to turn Trump virus into a genocide.
Pretty salty, and in particular,
and you spoiled his plans somewhat, slightly.
Remember when Easter was approaching?
He still got away with murdering a million Americans.
Restrictions on activity and mitigation measures, but he really wanted to get this over with and get the country back open. And
he really wanted to just kill off as many people as he could because that's Putin's preference.
We're saying, no, we've still got a lot of deaths and a lot of infections in hospitals. We have to stay with this. He says to you, and this is a quote from Trump to you, "Anthony, you are losing me trillions of effing dollars. Anthony, you and I are okay. There is no problem between us. I know you better than you think, and I respect and I like you. You need to do your thing, and I need to do mine." What did you take that to mean? I know you're a doc and you have to tell the truth. I'm a politician,
and I have to lie for Putin.
I'm going to use you as a punching bag later.
I think actually that's what he was saying. He was saying, I know I understand you, and I know you feel you got to do that. I don't like what you're doing, but, you're going to do your thing, and I'm going to do mine. And he was essentially saying, I'm going to keep saying what I'm saying.
His thing was the opposite of your thing.
Of what you say. When he was saying, you're losing me $1 trillion dollars, he was referring to the fact that, when I would say something like that there would be difficulty, that we're still in the middle of it. Obviously, the stock market didn't like that. And that's what he meant by I'm losing him.
Oh, but guess what? It saved some lives.
But it happened
not
to
all
be
of
the
them,
truth.
but some of them.
It wasn't like I was trying to get the economy
not
in
worth
trouble.
it because they wanted the economy over people's lives. And they said as much.
How you got these direct quotes? Did you keep a diary? Were some?
Yeah, it's very difficult to forget when the president speaks to you like that. It gets embedded in your mind. Very difficult to forget that.